and by co-host Shazad. I'll hand it over to Shazad, and he'll just explain what we're going to be discussing today.
Right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Finished Article. It's finally Friday, it's the weekend, and what we're going to cover today is the Champions League results and the draw, as well as the Europa League results and draw, and get some reactions, get some thoughts and feedback, and see what everyone thought of it. So let's get started, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to share the results on screen now for the Champions League, and we'll just go through them one by one. Where are we? Champions League results. We are here. It's not on the. There we go. Okay, so the Champions League results are on screen. So obviously, Juventus and Porto. Juventus won. Not Porto. Sorry, went through on away goals at 4-4.
Yes, they did.
Dortmund went through 5-4 on aggregate against Sevilla. Then we had PSG going through 5-2 against Barca. Liverpool going through 4-0 against RB Leipzig. Real Madrid beating Atlanta 4-1. Man City beating Monchen, I can't pronounce it, sorry, 4-0 on aggregate. Bayern Munich there beating Lazio 6-2. And Chelsea beating Atletico Madrid 3-0. I don't think there were many shocks there, to be fair. Besides Juve.
I'd have to disagree. I would actually say Chelsea getting through against Atletico Madrid is a shock because Atletico Madrid, I should say, top of the La Liga. And if you look at Chelsea on their form under Tuchel has been amazing. So they don't concede many, or they don't score. They don't. Let's rephrase that. They don't score many, but they don't concede hardly any.
Okay. Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
They pulled off the result of the tournament, especially against Diego Simeone. Juve one for me was. I'll be honest. I was really disappointed with Ronaldo. His defending for their goal was shocking, and I thought he should have put his body on the line.
I'm being honest here. When Ronaldo's in the team, you always expect him to get to the final because it's Ronaldo. And the same with Barca when they've got Messi. You always expect him to get through. And I think they've both been knocked out. So Barca got knocked out by PSG. Juve got knocked out by Porto. It's just one of those. I think the other results were, what people were expecting. I was expecting Dortmund to go through. I was expecting Liverpool to actually go through, which they did. Same with Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern, and as you said, Chelsea and Atletico. That could have gone either way.
If I'm being honest, I don't think there were the apart from the couple that we mentioned, there wasn't any major shocks. Now, going forward, as Shazad's going to cover in the draw, we'll cover some of that reaction, but I'll let him bring up the draw. And we'll get our thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring up the draw now, and we'll go through it. Let's see.
Guys, whilst Shazad's bringing up the draw, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments on what you thought about the results and some of the performances, or if there's anything you'd like us to cover, then by all means, you can see the link below. Please join that, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments.
Yeah, so here's the quarterfinal draw. So some of them have got some really juicy games there. I think all of them are, to be fair. Man City and Dortmund. City will be playing at home. Porto at home against Chelsea. Bayern at home against Paris. And Real Madrid at home against Liverpool. Some big games there. My predictions for those games: Dortmund to beat City, just because I hate City. Chelsea and Porto's a difficult one because Porto do play well. So I'm going to go with Porto on that. Bayern and Paris, I'm going to go with Bayern because it's Bayern Munich and they just always manage to get through. Real Madrid and Liverpool, definitely I'm going with Liverpool just because, again, I hate Liverpool. What about you? What about yourself there, Shazad? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think Haaland's going to own Man City, and we're about to see see what he's about to do. And I think that's a tasty draw because Man City, I think this is probably their best year to win it. But I think Haaland will literally take them to the cleaners. Porto Chelsea. I'm going to back Chelsea for this because I think this is their best chance in a long time to reach the final. Because I'm not mistaken, if they beat Porto, then they will play the winners of Real Madrid or Liverpool in the semis.
Yes. Yeah.
And on current form, both of those teams are not in form. Bayern
Okay.
Paris, I'm gonna actually go out and stick my neck on the line, and I'm gonna back PSG because Mbappe
Okay.
is
Okay.
there, and you got Neymar, and I think the final
Yes.
is gonna be PSG versus Dortmund. That's my
Okay.
prediction.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and then Liverpool Real Madrid. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is gonna be a two-legged boring game. It's going to be nicked by the odd winner. I can't say who's going to win it right now because it depends on who decides to turn up. But I'm looking forward to Haaland playing in England and seeing how he copes with Man City because I think Man City are one of the teams that are looking to get him. And if the Glazers have any common sense, they'll be doing the same. And I think
Definitely.
that's a definitely good chance for him to showcase. But all in all, as expected, I think it'll be exciting. Shaz, can you just tell us what the date for the next round of games in the Champions League are?
The next, where are we? Champions League, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, Champions League, yeah.
Yeah. They're starting on the 6th and 7th of April, first leg, second leg, 13th and 14th. Then we go to the semis on the 27th of April and the 4th of May. The finals actually on the 29th of May.
Nice, nice.
So we've got some good football to look forward to
And
there.
we're at the business end of the tournament, which is exciting.
Yes.
And we'll
Yeah, we're at the
definitely
good end now.
cover them as we go along.
Yeah, no, definitely. So just up next, Shazad's going to go through the results of the Europa League. I'm going to pop them up on screen now, and I'll let Shazad go through the results and give you his thoughts.
So here we go, guys. So Olympiacos against Arsenal. They won the away leg. Olympiacos did, but they actually lost 3-2 on aggregate. Then you've got Mode versus Granada. Mode actually won on the night, but they lost it on aggregate.
Yeah.
Shakhtar Donetsk and Roma. No surprises there. Roma winning. You got Villarreal against Dynamo Kiev. Again, Villarreal managed by Unai Emery, ex-Arsenal manager. No really surprise. He's a Europa League expert and knows how to win the tournament. Slavia Prague versus Rangers. I think Slavia Prague are actually a good side. They're like dark underdogs.
Yeah.
Really messy game in against Rangers because they had two men sent off, and they ended up winning 2-0.
Yep.
Young boys and Ajax, comfortable win for Ajax. Coming on to Man United, Milan, which we covered last night in our post-match reaction. I'll be honest, it gave me palpitations. Not the most easiest watch, but our boy Paul Pogba turned up, did the business, and sent Ibrahimovic home. And let's be honest, the surprise result of that round has to go to Tottenham versus Dynamo Zagreb. Tottenham turned up thinking they'd actually won the game, and
Yeah, definitely.
and I don't know what Jose Mourinho was thinking. So I know he mentioned it in his post-match interview that it was the attitude, but Jesus Christ, bro, that was really bad from them. I mean, all they had to do was score one away goal from home, and it would have been in
That's
their
it, and
favor.
did he even manage to do that? It was shocking, to see
That was
them.
a shock.
Yeah, you're right. Most of those results were, expected. Ajax winning, Villarreal, Roma, they were all expected. Arsenal, yeah, Tottenham. I don't know. They were winning 2-0 into the game and they lost 3-0. 3-2 on aggregate, but 3-0 on the night. It just goes to show, even the second leg, even if you're losing, you can still come back and win. It's just crazy. I mean, Ajax were winning 3-0 going into the second leg, and obviously they pulled it off at a 5-0 over aggregate. So that's just crazy,
I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I think what you'll find out is that out of the remaining teams that Shazad's going to bring up next, I would have to say out of them, I would say Man United are the favourites. Arsenal are outsiders, so I'll be honest with you. As a Man United fan, I'd love to see Man United in the final, and I think we're going to face Arsenal. But I'll let Shaz bring up the draw, and we'll cover it in more detail.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring up the draw now. There we go. Okay, the draw's
Right.
up on the screen there. All on the
So
screen, but
let's
United got Granada.
mm,
Like we predicted yesterday. Arsenal versus Slavia Praha, Ajax and Roma, and Dynamo Zagreb versus Villarreal.
yeah,
Personally, I think United will go through, and they will play the winner of Ajax and Roma.
yeah, correct.
So on that one, I would say Roma will probably go through. So United and Roma in the semi-final is going to be a good game if that does happen. Arsenal will beat Slavia Praha, and the last game, I'm going with Villarreal. As you said, the manager's the Europa League expert, so I'm going to go with them.
I mean, I'll
So
be
that's
honest.
going to end up with United and Roma, Arsenal and Villarreal. And again, I'll say United will beat Roma and Arsenal. I think Arsenal will lose to Villarreal. So United and Villarreal final, United to take the trophy. That's my take on it.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Granada game is actually a banana skin. So whilst people are happy that we got Granada, let's be honest, no disrespect to Granada, but I liken them to the Sheffield United of the Premier League. They are a team that actually knocked out Napoli on the route to the quarterfinals. So I wouldn't take them lightly. And
No,
Ollie
no,
really has to really, in the first leg, if you want my honest opinion, Ollie has to go and smash them to pieces. Because the second leg, I reckon we should just rest all the players for the Premier
yeah.
League and the remaining, because we've also got the FA Cup game against Leicester on Sunday, so which
Yes,
we'll
we
be
have. Yeah.
covering in our preview on Sunday. Let's be honest, Arsenal, Slavia Prague, Arsenal should win it, but that's also another banana skin. I think Arsenal will have quality, but let's be honest, they don't make it themselves easy. Last night they lost to
Never.
Olympiacos. They could have easily got knocked out, but lucky for them, for a change, they actually got through. And Ajax Roma is actually a mouth-watering tie. They've actually stuck two of the strong teams together, so one has got to go. And if you want
Okay.
my honest opinion, I think Ajax will make the semis,
Okay.
just purely based on their philosophy. And I want to see Donny van der Beek return for redemption. It's funny because we hardly play him, but I think he'll have a point to prove, and everyone want to showcase his talent. So by all means, I
Yeah.
think that's what it's going to be. I think, as you mentioned, whoever wins the Ajax Roma game will get in the semi-final against United or Granada, and the same for Arsenal. If they beat Slavia Prague, they'll either get Villarreal
Zagreb or
or
Villarreal. Yeah.
Zagreb. So should be an
Yeah,
exciting end to
definitely.
the season.
Yeah, just on that as well, just before we move on, the next round, so the quarterfinal first leg, are going to be played over the 8th. Well, they're all actually going to be played on the 8th of April.
Yeah.
The second leg, all on the 15th.
Mhm.
The semi-finals, all going to be on the first leg, sorry, is the 29th of April. Second leg, 6th of May. And the final is on the 26th of May. It's just a couple of days before the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Yep, so the Champions League final again on the 29th of May, so just 3 days before. So yeah, like you said, that the biggest game of the quarterfinal is Ajax versus Roma. That's, to me, that can go either way. Like you said, I mean, I put Roma through to the next round. You've given it to Ajax. It can go either way.
I guess it'll depend on who decides to turn up
Yeah.
on the day. I haven't seen too much of Ajax this season to know if they're the same side that they were a few years ago. But let's see how they get on.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So yeah, I mean, so even in the Champions League, like we went through earlier, some of those next few games are quite tasty, if you ask me. City versus Dortmund is going to be a big game. City are playing at home first leg, so if you ask me, Dortmund need to score, and they need to win the first leg, and then
Yeah.
go, take the game to the second leg at home and it'll be a comfortable win because City will be chasing a win away, which is always hard to do, especially against a team like Dortmund. The other big game there is definitely Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain. Big game, big game. Paris obviously haven't won the Champions League. Bayern Munich, I believe they won it recently.
No, that's a replay of last season's final.
It is,
So
yeah. So Bayern, it's a
that.
chance for Paris to get some revenge,
Mhm.
and it's also a chance for Bayern Munich to prove that that win, that wasn't a fluke.
Well, Bayern are technically one of the favorites to win it. The reason I'm backing PSG is they've got to win it at some point. So the two things are going to happen. So it's either going to end up as a Dortmund PSG final, or it's going to end up as PSG versus Man City. And it's going to be.
You reckon City will get to the final?
I think they'll make the final because
Do you reckon they'll beat Dortmund?
Do I reckon? I don't want them to beat Dortmund, and I don't think they will. But on the off chance they do, it's the final of the hour bonus. So who wants it more?
Definitely.
Because what I'm hoping is one of them decides to come over and take over Man United because
let's be honest,
our boys the Blazers need to move. I think their expiration date has come, and they're not investing in the club. They're taking £100 million worth of shares and putting it on their bank account.
Definitely.
I mean, you might as well share it with the boys on YouTube. That's more profitable. But hey, each their own.
That's it, yeah. So I mean, if you've got anything else you want to add to those draws or
I think you know what. Let's cover the England squad. Let's go through that. So that announcement was made a couple of days ago, I believe. Do you want to bring up?
It was, yeah. The England squad was announced yesterday, I believe.
Yes, it was, and I have a question.
Yeah.
While Shaz brings that up, how is Eric Dyer still getting into the England squad? Why are we still playing with Eric Dyer, who is like, oh jeez, I can't explain it anymore, man. It does not make sense. I want to know where Ross Barkley is. I want to know where Bamford is. I want to know why Sancho is not playing. Either he's injured or because of quarantine can't make it. And
there's been quite a lot of players that have been excluded from the squad. But what I'll do is I'm just loading the squad up now. I'll go through the squad and we'll go through some of the players that we were expecting to see in there that haven't, and then we'll also go through some of the players that are in there that we weren't really expecting.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, for some reason, it's not loading on the laptop, but I have got it on my phone.
Yeah, you might as well run through.
So I'll just read through it off my phone if you're okay with that, Shaz.
Go for it, mate. Let's go.
So goalkeepers. So goalkeepers, no surprise, we've got Dean Henderson from United. We've got Sam Johnson from West Brom and Nick Pope from Burnley. Defenders.
I think what we'll do is let's cover it section by section. So,
we'll go through the goalkeepers first.
England's number one should be Dean Henderson.
Definitely.
Or Nick Pope. I just think Henderson because he's playing at a higher level. Pope is consistent, but he hasn't been tested on a European level. That's my take on it. I'll let you.
No, definitely. And these are this is a squad named for the game against San Marino, Albania, and Poland. I think they're on in the next week or the week after.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
So I have got the squad up now, so I'll bring it up on screen. For the defenders, I'll let Shaz just go through what defenders are going to be in the England squad.
Let's go.
And again, just to touch on what you said there, Dean Henderson definitely, in a lot of people's eyes, is number one for United.
So for defenders, we've got Ben Chilwell of Chelsea, Connor Cody of Wolves, Eric Dyer of Spurs, Reece James of Chelsea, Harry Maguire, United, Tyrone Mings, Aston Villa, Luke Shaw, welcome back from Man United, John Stones, back from the dead, Man City, Kieran Trippier of Atletico Madrid, Kyle Walker of Man City.
Okay. Yeah, so looking at that, the first name that I don't see on there that a lot of people are saying should be on there is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, to me, he shouldn't be on that list. He's had one of the worst seasons he's had this season. Like in all of his seasons recently, this is his worst season, and he should not be included in that squad. So Gareth Southgate has done well to exclude such a big player from the squad.
Yeah, but he's also messed up because he hasn't included Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Exactly. That's another name I was about to jump onto. Aaron Wan-Bissaka hasn't made the list of defenders. And if you ask me, he is one of the best right backs England have at this point. If you ask me, he's better than Kieran Trippier.
Yeah.
He's better than Kyle Walker. And I think those are the only two that can play
I don't
right back.
understand. The guy has an amazing record of one-to-one defending, and you still don't include him. I mean, I don't understand the rationale, but my guess is, and this is the way I'm going to sum it up, is against who you mentioned, Albania.
Albania, Poland, and San Marino.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's expecting these guys to. Let's be honest, anybody should be able to beat Albania and San Marino and.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Poland, the only reason I'm a bit wary is of a man they call Lewandowski. So we hope that he doesn't turn up. We hope.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to go through the list of defenders, midfielders. So we've got Jude Bellingham of Borussia Dortmund, Phil Foden from Man City, another returning player to the squad, Jesse Lingard on loan from Man United at West Ham, Mason Mount of Chelsea, Calvin Phillips from Leeds, Declan Rice of West Ham, and Jason Ward-Prowse from Southampton. Now, is there anyone in there that that shouldn't be there, Shaz, or is there someone there that isn't there?
Where's Jadon Sancho? That's what I want to know.
That's another one. Now, and what about Jack Grealish?
Jack Grealish, Maddison is missing.
There's a lot of players that haven't been included. Now, my only take on that is that these next three games, San Marino, Poland, and Albania, they're not big teams. They're teams that we should comfortably be beating. So he's probably going to give some of these younger players, these newer players, a chance in at least one of the games, which is, I think, the only reason he's excluded some of the big names from the squad.
But my only worry with that is, and I think a lot of people can vouch for this, disagree, please feel free to disagree, is that at some point he's going to have to start thinking about the Euro 2021 tournament starting in June.
Yeah.
He's going to have to start firming up his squad. So the qualifiers are good, but you need to start planning for the future as well. So you need to get
definitely.
the system and the players in now. But yeah.
Definitely. Now, I'll let Shaz go through the list of forwards. Just bringing them back on the screen there for you.
So we got DCL from Everton, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You got Harry Kane of Spurs, Rashford of United, Bukayo Saka of Arsenal, Raheem Sterling of Man City, Ollie Watkins of Villa. Where do I start? So Harry Kane, yes, absolutely glad he's back in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin deserves his chance. Bukayo Saka, I think he's an up-and-coming talent. Raheem Sterling should obviously be there. But I want to know where is Greenwood. So I think Greenwood, has been harshly treated since he got dropped a couple of months ago. I know he made a mistake, but Phil Foden also got punished, and he's already been back in for a while. So I'm not really sure why they're still punishing him. I know he was called up to the under-21 squad, but I think it's time to bring him back.
Yeah, exactly. I think Mason Greenwood should have made that. But saying that, I mean, Ollie Watkins has had, obviously he's been playing well, which is why he's there. But I don't think he deserves that call up over not Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood. Sorry, I think Mason Greenwood should have made that call up. Fortunately, hasn't, which will just give him more motivation to play better for United and get into the squad.
I think it's only a matter of time before he gets back on, and let's see what happens going forward.
Please, everyone, if you're watching, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please like the video so we know what type of content you want to see, and it will also help us. The more likes on a video we get, the more it will get recommended to other people, and the more we can have the opportunity to grow. We're going to call that a wrap on this video.
Right,
and we will try and be back tomorrow for another video. If not, we will definitely be back for the preview of Manchester United versus Leicester in I believe it's the quarterfinals of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So I'll let Shaz just have his final thoughts, and then we'll finish.
Yeah, just to wrap up to say that I think last night's and this week's European games have been quite eventful. It was good to see the draw, and I think from a Man United's perspective, I think definitely they're in with a shot. I think Ollie is pretty much secured second, barring one or two games against. I think we've got Spurs and Liverpool, but I
Yeah,
think we get through those. I think second is good, but I think if we can tie it up with a trophy, that would just cement. His place going in for next season. And I think
definitely.
that should allow the board to realize that they need to invest in the squad going forward. But guys, thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure to be a host with you. Thanks to Makbul for having me on again. And we
No
will catch
problem.
you next time. Take care, guys. Have a good evening.
Take care, everyone. Bye.